The Big 12 Experience Week 9 preview and picks. Best bets, Moneyline dogs in all edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with that promo code TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing college football and NFL with Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. Welcome, everybody, into the Big 12 College Experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Week 9, and we're rolling along in the Big 12. We got 7 games on deck. We got the Arizona State Sun Devils on bye. We got the Iowa State Cyclones, the undefeated Iowa State Cyclones on bye. We'll preview all 7 games, give out our sides, talk a little dog, talk a little lock, talk some Moneyline round robin, underdog play, and all this good stuff. Thank you for joining us over here at the Big 12 College Experience. But first off, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. And Big 12 football is here, so let's talk with this guy because he was born in Provo, Utah. Go Cougs. He's got family in Iowa, Ames, Iowa. Go Cyclones. And he lives in Morgantown, West Virginia. Let's go, Ears. He is the co-host of the Ryan Rush Show, Rambling Rush. Rush, what's up, man?
Heading to Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow. Gonna watch the Packers Jags on Sunday. I am married to an NFL owner, so part of NFL royalty. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, realizing BYU was actually in at UCF yesterday, or maybe would have tried to plan accordingly. So maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Last time I watched BYU in Florida in 2000, I went to the BYU Florida State game in Jacksonville. They got beat pretty good there. I was a little kid at the time, and it was my first exposure to the Florida State chop. And I remember like doing that first. My dad's like, "No, that's the other teams. You can't do that." And then I don't know. By the second or third quarter, they were beating us pretty good. A win didn't look clear, and they scored. And my dad's like, "All right, just go ahead and do it. You can have fun." So, but hey, I'm excited. Gonna hopefully be a good time in Florida. Go Packers and go Cougars.
If Mason at the time knew that it would be so fucked up where you might get canceled for doing the chop, he might have started chopping too to save the chop, baby. Let's go Seminoles. They're not chopping much this year, I can tell you that.
No, they are not.
Big 12.
We'll reverse there.
Getting 21 points against Miami, and that'll clinch a non-bowl season for Coach Norvell. Bad year for the Seminoles, but this is the Big 12. Maybe as Colby would say, Saudi Arabia State will join the Big 12 one of these years. But third man in the box, you guys know him, always fighting a family civil war, whether in Waco, Fort Worth, all the way up to Stillwater over there, to Orlando, big one this weekend, up to Cincinnati, all the way out west to Tucson. He's the Big 12 guru, a.k.a. the Green Mowing Weed Grower. Troy Chewning, what is going on, bro?
Yeah, and we've got the mom versus dad, Oklahoma State Baylor this week too. So, not the most loaded Big 12 slate. We've got a couple of interesting games, but everything should be pretty cool this week. There's not really – I was kind of trying to pay attention to look-ahead spots, and maybe Texas Tech against Iowa State next week qualifies. But besides that, there's a lot of concentration on this week. Couple of teams need to make sure they don't slip up, and we'll see if the Big 12 can keep a couple of names in the running. But yeah, exciting weekend of college football all over again.
You guys may have to flip your titles. Troy might be the walking contradiction with Baylor and Oklahoma State going head to head. He doesn't know who to pull for, whether he wants to go with the glue or Gundy. In your house, who do you root for, Troy? Who you bet on?
It's typically been Oklahoma State because they've always had a team that was slightly better. I remember having my Baylor gear on for that Big 12 title game, though, because they hadn't won one. So it was nice to have Baylor get one. And of course, Sheila orders, 10 Big 12 championship flags to just like hang around her room in assorted places in her office and everything. So that one was nice to get, even though it was only by a yard. But yeah, we just kind of root for whoever we bet on.
Fair enough. That's a fair way of assessing. Real quick, we're going to talk about it because the first game is going to be down there in the Sunshine State that we're going to talk about. That Rush will be a couple hours away from. But first, we're brought to you by, the MLB Gambling Podcast. Well, we should have bet that future Yankees-Dodgers exacta.
I know. I'm kicking myself.
Dude, this has been a year that
I have both futures.
Well,
I have both
good.
teams as futures.
A lot of chalk you got.
Yeah, but I got the Dodgers at 10-1 boosted in the offseason. Okay. That's why I laid the Dodgers kind of heavy. It was
it's a good bet.
It was just boosting the lowest odds to get extra juice on a possible cash out team, but we'll see how we do here. We got both teams. I make more if the Dodgers win, but I want to see Juan Soto win. So this might be not rooting for who I actually would make more money on, but
I got you. Noah was bragging about his Dodgers future last night. I said, well, I mean, anybody could have fucking bet on the Dodgers future once they got Ohtani. So get on over there to the MLB Gambling Podcast. Free to enter. Head over to thegamblingpodcast.com/World Series to enter. Starts tomorrow. $150 SGBN gift card up for grabs today. And we're also brought to you by the Big 12 College Experience and the College Experience all together. Get on over there wherever you listen to the show. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. Leave a 5-star. Even if you hate my guts, don't worry. Just say, hey, that Matt guy's a jackass. 5-star. Boom. Appreciate it. And do this too. If you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, we would greatly appreciate it. Closing in on 12,000 subscribers before the college basketball season tips off here next week. A lot of Big 12 teams, best league in the land. Can't wait to preview it all. But get on over there. Help us help you today. All right, gents, let's kick it off. 7 games, laid it off with a bang. BYU undefeated, baby, going down to the bounce house. So, obviously, BYU, both teams off very emotional games. BYU found a way to get another big-time win, come back at the end versus Oklahoma State on Friday night. On the other side, we got UCF, who really should have won in Ames. They were the better team. They ran for over 300 yards. My heart wants BYU to win, but, man, this has got Oklahoma State, UCF written all over it. I think this UCF offense has been at a different level since going to Ja'Cory Brown over KJ Jefferson. I think they run wild here. BYU's got to get some turnover magic here, in my opinion, to win this game. Give me the shiny Knights down there at the bounce house.
It seems like the situation spot is to take UCF. I just think that BYU's offensive line is too good, and UCF doesn't really sack the quarterback. And if you're going to give Retzlaff time to improvise and make plays, he's been able to do that all year. I think I'm going to take the points. I feel like
I hope you're
right. It's not the smart play, even though taking the points with the better team is the smart play, because we know how the Big 12 works, the crabs in the bucket syndrome here. Again, I just think that there's a little bit too much talent on this BYU team that maybe we didn't all think was there in the beginning of the year. But, man, I don't know if I can pick against the Magic. And getting a 1.5, I feel like I got to take it.
What worries me about BYU in this spot is they do have the bye week after. And I think they are looking forward to that bye week because, of course, the Holy War is on deck. So, the bye week, you need to regroup. Ryan, I'm with you. I'm scared. This has Oklahoma State UCF vibes from last year. And, a game in which BYU shouldn't have been Oklahoma State. They figured it out. The Provo magic, voodoo magic worked. I know BYU will have a good turnout I think a lot of people will travel, especially with Disney involved. So I think it'll be a decent atmosphere for a visiting team. I'm worried about this game. I really am. I'm gonna lay the points with UCF too, and hopefully it's their one loss and they still make it to the Big 12 championship. But I'm with you guys.
I think there's enough Mormons in Orlando that they might get just enough magic.
There you go. I guess we'll use this road can today for the coin.
Hey, real quick before you flip, let's recap the coin on the year. Last week, the coin, we flip a coin every week every single week, every game. The coin went 0-8 last week. So if you had just faded the coin's picks, you would have hit a fucking hell of a parlay there. And if you had just gone against the coin all year, you would be 45-26 because it's 26-45. See, I'm pretty good at math. All right, flip it.
To be fair, when we're bad, and when we're good. So we are consistent, boys. So you just, as the viewer, just needs to figure out what side they think we're on, and then just go that way or go the opposite. We're consistent. BYU.
No, I'm with the coin. Why am I with the coin?
There you go. Hey, it's
you want to come over to UCF now?
We're going rogue. We're mixing
maybe the coin was just 0-8 because I used the batting cage token last week.
There you go. I also love that the nicotine pouches are on BYU, so that's
Well, they also have a Jew playing quarterback on the Sabbath.
I know
week. That's the reason why they got the Friday Night Magic was he didn't have to play on the Sabbath, but today or on Saturday that could be an issue.
Well, isn't it sundown the Sabbath for Jews on Friday? Isn't it sundown?
Yeah, from there all the way on. I guess it was.
No, everything's a contradiction. Just keep winning, BYU. That's a contradiction in itself.
I'm looking forward to. I'm openly rooting against my pick, just like Rush is. Let's go BYU. We're clear. We want BYU to win out, get in the playoff. More Big 12 teams, the better for the league in the future. I'm really interested in these next two games, the 2 6.5 point. Actually, there's a third 6.5 point, but these two ones just seem like such an overreaction to last week. Oklahoma State going to Baylor. The only thing I will say, back-to-back road spot for Oklahoma State, and that was a little bit of a heartbreak. I mean, it felt like if Oklahoma State got that one in Provo, they would have got a little bit of momentum, maybe get back in the Big 12 race to a certain degree. Baylor was due out of the bye week. They came out blazing, beat Texas Tech 59-35. As a dog, they went by 24, almost dropped 60. But, dude, there is no way you can lay 6.5 with
This
Baylor.
Is an easy play, right?
This is my. I mean,
I think so. That's what scares me.
The last, I'm just looking at the history too. The last time Baylor won was the Big 12 championship game. Other than that, this has been a matchup that's been controlled by Oklahoma State in the past. Oklahoma State's not going winless, man. Oklahoma State is a smash spot here, plus 6.5. Stay tuned for the dog on the money line at the end.
Yeah, you don't have to stay tuned on this one. This is a money line Oklahoma State play. This is they're in that Kansas realm of they just barely came up short, but they look like they're playing a little bit better. And they get a line matched up with a team, like Max said, super overreaction from last week's best of the best performance. If Baylor was a good football team and they could string two games together like that, then I feel like we would have at least seen flashes of it. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the points here, but this is probably not even a sprinkle on the money line. This is probably a couple of units worth of money line play here, I think.
Does this line scare you guys at all? Does this seem too obvious?
Yeah, but I also think.
But I know when I think I'm dumb, so I'm just not thinking.
I will say Oklahoma State is 0-4 in league play. So like I think we still just have the Gundy thing in the back of our head, but they looked the part out of the bye week. They got some of that shit defensively fixed to a certain degree. What would this line be?
They haven't given up. Clearly, Ollie Gordon's hurt, and he's like, "Put me back in there." I mean,
what would this line be if they had not won by 24 in Lubbock? A pick?
I don't know. That's what scares me. This line, I don't think makes sense. Gentlemen, I agree with you all completely here, but that is what scares me about this, I'm laying the points with Baylor just out of pure that. It is not the logical side of it all, but we do not do well when we all agree. And everything just seems backwards this year in college football. I'm laying it. Screw it.
How many Big 12 games has Baylor lost in a row at McLean Stadium? True, by the way, Troy. Remember last year they went 1-7 overall?
One win last year. And what? Have they won a home game yet this year?
They beat Air Force and they
won.
They beat the FCS.
Oh, yeah. So 1.5 this year.
So Baylor
not a great mojo in the new stadium, that's for sure. They used it up pretty quick, and then I feel like if Baylor would have won that game by 17, that this would be a 3.5 point line. But one extra touchdown gave them a 6.5 line, which is kind of weird.
It must be Ollie Gordon's not playing. I guess that's what I could say. But yeah, we'll see.
I feel like Ollie's going to play.
Rush, what is the
OK State?
OK State.
Bullshit.
All right.
Yeah.
Rush. Change that fucking coin. God damn it.
Rush is on the island here. Let's go over to the next one.
It's another one that doesn't make sense.
Tech TCU. What?
That's what I'm telling you guys.
TCU goes to but dude, this has been such a zigzag league too. Like these teams have gone on the road, then they come back home and they just lay eggs over and over. I think Baylor and TCU are both laying eggs here. I'm on Tech. Just digging a little bit at this history recently. This game's always chaotic. Last year, 7-point game in Lubbock. Year before that was a 10-point game, but that was a 10-point spread. I have memories of this game always being back and forth. I am a little worried about Tech's defense because they have gotten shredded over the last couple games. But this line a week ago would have been 2.5, 3. I'm not laying a touchdown with Sunny Dykes. We saw last time they were at home as a big favorite. They lost outright to Houston. Give me Tech.
Yeah, I mean, do we count TCU and Baylor, the Blue Bonnet, next week as a look ahead?
Oh yeah, I'm all over the Blue Bonnet fade. That's gonna be
fade the future Blue Bonnet, fade Baylor and TCU. Yeah, I mean, I know I mentioned Texas Tech also plays Iowa State, so this is the only one that this week that really has like any kind of possible look ahead implications. TCU gets rolled when they give up rushing yards, and I feel like Taj Brooks has the chance to really, really run the ball here. Again, I do bad when I think so. If you're going to give me 6.5 points with Texas Tech, I'm just going to take it.
Okay.
Again, completely agree with you guys about everything. And that's what scares me again. This line doesn't make sense at all. Give me TCU. Seriously, just the way this season's been, I got to switch up something.
Yeah.
Not good when we agreed. Hey, maybe I'm helping you guys out. Give me TCU. It doesn't make sense. This line, all these 6.5s reek. Coins on TCU.
I was going to say, if the coin was on Texas Tech, then Rush isn't even flipping it. He's just assigning the coin to the opposite of his picks.
Yeah, he's helping himself.
Automatically fading the coin.
All right, real quick, let's get on over there to our favorite sponsor. Every single week, we love these guys. These guys are great. Underdog Fantasy, right above my head, baby. The code TCESGPN. Sign up today. Claim your special pick, first time deposit, offer up to $1,000 bonus in cash. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Troy, did we get home last week?
I don't think so.
No, somebody didn't throw.
I'm pretty sure Sims didn't throw a pick. He just only threw like 18 passes in that game.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Who are we going with this week?
So this week, I just kind of alluded to it. I am going higher on the 125.5 for Taj Brooks. I kind of see a pretty big game coming. Yep. I'm going higher on half of an interception for Josh Hoover, 3 straight games with 2. And then last week has the ultimate anomaly game manager beat Utah. So going back to the well there, I do have a higher on Ollie Gordon, half of a rush reception TD. I feel like he knows that he can play through a bad team and maybe bring his draft stock up, like going the opposite way of people saying, he's just going to quit, blah, 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 blah. And then I had to throw in a a secret little play here that's not in the Big 12, but this guy's going to piss all over Texas. Higher than 38.5 rush yards for Diego Piss-Pavia. Right there.
Oh.
Trip, trip, trip. Piss on you. Piss on you.
I saw that text that you sent to Colby and I was laughing my ass off. So, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
No Piss-Pavia, baby. Let's go, Vanderbilt. Fuck Texas.
Yeah. The issue is now I figured out how to add my memes to StreamYard. So they're about to start showing up on this show a lot.
We're going to just be in the middle of an ad read, and then you're going to just see some chick naked on the screen, and it's going to be Troy's meme for the day. Troy, what does that pay out, those 4?
It is. The reason why you had to go with it is it's 6.9x, which is very, very nice.
Oh, there you go. The old 69er,
the
baby.
Old 69er.
The old 69er.
Numerology.
Get on over there to Underdog Fantasy. The old 69er, Pavia, higher, 38.5 rushing yards. Ollie Gordon, higher. Touchdown. Josh Hoover higher than half an interception, and Taj Brooks higher than 125.5 rushing yards for the old 69er. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Well done, Troy. That was great.
You can put it back up for a little bit if you want.
Go Vandy. That's all I got to say. This is that's a toilet seat. Here's the toilet bowl. Utah's in the toilet bowl because Utah's 1-3. You remember when Utah fans said that they're going to come in here and go undefeated? I know Cam Rising's out, but he was out last year, and you still went 8-4 in the Pac-12. Now they're fine to get bowl eligible, these Utes. So going over to Houston, Willie Fritz, love this program. Is this as low as it's going to go for Utah? Like, I feel like I got to buy Utah here. They're only laying 4 against Houston. I'll take Kyle Whittingham. I think that they finally get something right. They've been better on the road too. They haven't been good in Salt Lake City this year. Give me the Utes.
Yeah, I think they respond after that pretty poor offensive performance against TCU. I wouldn't be surprised if Willie Fritz hung around in this game for a little bit, but it feels like at only 4 points that Utah might be able to just get this done by 7 if they even don't play that well. Yeah, I'm going to lay this one. I think I've taken every road team so far.
Houston's hanging around in this one. This is the Fritz Oklahoma game. This is Houston's looking to play for something here after getting crushed by Kansas. It's the old bounce back for the Fritz. Again, another spread that makes absolutely no sense in the world. Give me Houston +4. We're going opposite this week, boys. We're mixing it up. Need a new strategy here. If any line doesn't make sense, we're going the other way. I think it's another one.
Shout, the Cougs are out.
These Cougs, that is. The Houston Cougs. Coins on Utah. Hey, your BYU fan is busting your chops for saying that BYU is going to lose. Hey, he's a BYU fan.
No, he's emotionally
hedging. The guy that said earlier.
Yeah, the BYU is going to get rolled.
He's talking about this comment.
Oh, Daniel? All right. Shout out to you, Mr. Pickleball Professor Kevin. Nice name. We love the Cougs. So I hope Rush and I are on UCF, but we're hoping we're wrong. Trust me, I would want nothing more than BYU to win out and get to the playoff. This game is just skip this game. This is a disgusting game. West Virginia, Arizona. Neil Brown back against the wall. West Virginia wins outright. This game's going to be awful. Don't watch it. Dude, both these teams are headed in the wrong direction. I will not lay points with Arizona. Even if Fafita and McMillan are fun to watch, that's about all they have. West Virginia pops up because they beat all the mediocre teams and they lose to any team worth a shit. Mountaineers.
Yeah, this is the battle for which way is Humpty Dumpty going to fall. These are my two Humpty Dumpty teams right in the middle of the power rankings. And I think maybe West Virginia does respond a little bit after a tough game. And I really don't know what's going on here. I also know that if you were thinking about laying it with Arizona, I would suggest also eating some of the juice and just betting the money line. There's a shot that Arizona wins, but it's, a 2-point win. Yeah, I'll just take the points because I don't know what's going to happen.
This is that
Another
game,
road
Troy,
team.
where
Sorry.
Humpty Dumpty gets crushed from both sides and then still breaks, but stays right on that ridge line of the wall. So he doesn't even get a chance to fall. He's still broken, but he gets to stay where he is. Here are my questions here, boys. Is Neil Brown playing a ranked opponent? Nope. No. Is he in Morgantown? Nope. Is Neil Brown due for the win for the Neil Brown cycle to continue? Absolutely. West Virginia, baby. Keep it going. Let's do it.
How many games has West Virginia been a 3-point dog in a row? It's been like the fifth straight game that West Virginia's been a 3-point dog.
Well, we should ask David, do you think that the Arizona fans will be having fun at the tailgate? Because that could be a way to steal some of the mojo from Neil Brown, right?
Yeah, they're lucky we're not out there. We take over that tailgate. Show them how to have fun at a tailgate. We've never lost a tailgate.
Undefeated.
Although chimichangas combined with moonshine would be pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Porta potty would get demolished.
What's the coin doing? Arizona?
Coin doesn't even want to do this game. Coin's on West Virginia.
Oh God. What the fuck? All 4 on the Mountaineers again. What could go wrong? Yeah, David, we have a beer on this game in Vegas. See you out there. Go Ears. Dude, it's going to be perfect when Neil Brown's 4-4 through 8 games.
Just as it was drawn up.
Yep. This game's got a little juice to it, man. I've seen some smack talk on both sides. Kansas, K-State. We talked about this in the preseason. K-State has won every matchup. I don't know how many years in a row now, 15 or 16. I think the last time they beat the Wildcats, Mangino was the coach for that magical year. Dude, Kansas lost 5 straight one-possession games. They were a different team out of the bye week. They're getting to a bowl. Leipold's going to find a way to get them to a bowl. I think this is their final loss. I think K-State gets them by a field goal, but Kansas gives them everything and more. I think this game comes right down the wire. Maybe an overtime game. Give me Kansas getting 10. Let's go. Troy?
Yeah, I kind of alluded to this one on Tuesday, thinking that Kansas is really going to screw somebody over in the last few games that they play. And sadly, I think it might be this one on the road. But I am at least going to take the points. I'm still not quite sure about an outright win, kind of the same way you are. Wouldn't be surprised if Manhattan Magic got it done by, whatever happens on the last drive, be it a field goal or a touchdown or something like that. But I'll take all 10 with Kansas. And I don't know. I might think about a money line play on this one. Another road team, by the way.
I completely agree that Kansas is going to figure out how to get to a bowl, but this isn't going to be their last loss when they have to go to BYU and after BYU plays Utah. That'll be their last loss. All joking aside, Kansas State coming off a tough 3-game stretch. Well, was supposed to be tough in Morgantown, theoretically tough, and then they were in Colorado before that. So now they go back to home, but hey, it's Sunflower. I love Kansas in this game. It makes sense. Maybe I should switch based off of the way I've been picking everywhere else, but this one I'll go with the gut here. I think they definitely keep it within 10. Definitely a money line contention as well. So we shall see. Coins on Kansas State. Nice.
All righty. Final game, and dude, this game's got some juice in that final window. Cincinnati, Colorado, winner gets to what? 4-1 in league play, 6-2 overall. Winner clinches a bowl. Watch out for the Bearcats. Colorado has not been good at home. They should have lost to Baylor on the Hail Mary. They lost to K-State. They struggled against North Dakota State. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a distraction when they're playing at home. Cincinnati's got 2 losses by a combined 5 points, 6 points in Lubbock, and then the pick game. You could argue they should be undefeated. All over Cincinnati here, man. I think Cincinnati can control the line of scrimmage. I like what I've seen from this Bearcats team. Let's go.
Yeah, I've also liked what I've seen from the Colorado team, but I feel like 6.5 is a little too much. Cincinnati, even though they're close losses, both Tech and Pitt are pretty good football teams. I don't think you can penalize too much of Cincinnati. I mean, obviously they blow the Pitt game, not the best ending ever, but for a while they sure looked like they were a better team than Pittsburgh, who's sitting kind of pretty in the ACC right now. I feel like this is a very, very close one possession game, and I'm going to take the points again here. Why would I pick all road teams and then flip to Colorado at the end? I'm taking the points with Cincy here.
Hunter's banged up too, by the way. So that's
yeah. And he's worried about the NFL.
Yeah, I do think there is something to Colorado struggling at home. I think when a lot of these guys are getting national, spotlight recognition, future NFL guys, we know the presence that Dion commands, and sometimes being at home can be a little bit of a distraction because of that. But I do have a betting strategy that I talked about last week. It kind of didn't serve me well because I felt like Baylor was going to handle business, but it still went 2 for 3. We got 3 6.5 point spreads. You got to hit 2 out of 3 of them. 66% is pretty solid here. And I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing this episode. You guys, I completely agree with you. Going to lay it with Colorado here. Give me -6.5. Got to keep the theme going, just like your road games.
Ultimate Benedict.
The ultimate. There you go. It's the only way you're going to make money or lose even more.
What was the coin? Coin with prime time, or is it with the Bearcats?
Let's see. He's with Colorado.
He's with you guys are both on Colorado. Troy and I are on them Cats. All right, real quick. Let's get on over there and get paid before we give out our lock dog and money line parlay. We're brought to you by BetUS. Bet bigger, better than ever. BetUS. Trick or Treat Horror Street is now available. Halloween will be offering daily promotions or raffle entry to win a sports casino prize. Every $200 deposit gets them one free entry giveaway by October 31st. Here's one. I'll give you a dog tonight. Take the Syracuse Orange against this phony 6-0 Pitt team that's freaking so overrated. It pisses me off that they keep finding a way to beat Cal by 2 or Cincinnati by 2. And don't even get me started on Neil Brown's debacle up there. Get in the better quarterback. Kyle McCord gets it done just like they did in Vegas. Syracuse outright. So take the 6.5 to buy you a little wiggle room there. So get on over there to BetUS. Go over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetUS. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetUS. Promo code SGPN so they know we sent you. BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, the model. Like I alluded to, love Syracuse tonight. The model loves the Bearcats late in the window too. So get on over there. Thinks it should be a 3-point line. Get on over there. Build your model today, whether offense, defense, or whatever you value in your point spreads or in your algorithm. Get on over there. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. All righty, man. Let's give out our lock and dog. Lock, West Virginia. Just kidding. My first lock on the card. I'll go with my guy. He came through for me easily last week. I should have hit that freaking Moneyline dog in Provo. Damn you, BYU. Gundy, +6.5 for me. First lock.
Gundy, +6.5 for me. First lock.
I like it.
UCF -1.5.
Oh, no. No, don't do it.
The true emotional hedge.
Watch. UCF's going to win by 1, and we're all.
Yeah, everybody loses.
Second lock.
That would be the ultimate.
Give me them Jayhawks +10.
I was thinking about the Jayhawks just because it's the biggest number, but I'm going to lock Utah -4.
Okay. I'll battle you, Troy. Houston +4.
Lock battle. Yeah. Willie Fritz.
I got a good one. I got a good dog here. And I guarantee not a lot of people are going to be on this one. Let's go to the 10-15 window. Scott Satterfield's going Boulder, Colorado. Plus 200 on the money line. Give me them Bearcats. Let's go. Cincy.
Neil Brown time.
Oh, no. Don't do it.
You ain't even touchy squirrel. Don't fill up on Pepsi.
No.
You ain't even touchy squirrel.
Stop it.
WU outright. Neil Brown playing an average team. Looks better than they are.
All right.
You guys aren't taking W this week, which means
I am.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get through. No, I thought I was gonna get through the dog without somebody else taking W as a dog.
I'm with you, Troy. I'm all over West Virginia here. The cycle, the Neil Brown cycle.
Neil
continues.
Brown cycle. Oh man, you just know it. You just know the Neil Brown cycle here. There's got to be like a slight tick up before it even drops further down.
Absolutely.
Like the climb is over. We're past the peak. We're now on the way back down.
And then we'll climb back up.
And then Kurt Cignetti will skyrocket them right back up.
Let's go, baby.
Kurt Cignetti is going to be, I mean, besides Dion going to Florida State next year, Kurt Cignetti to West Virginia is going to be a hell of a hire.
What do we want to do for the parlay? We only agreed on 2 games, guys. West Virginia and Kansas. You want to do those 2 and then throw Syracuse in there? Do you guys all agree on Syracuse tonight against Pitt?
I think I would take the points with Syracuse.
Yeah, 6.5. So get on over there. Do you want to do West Virginia money line and then Kansas plus 10 and Syracuse plus 6.5?
Future Big 12 matchup of Syracuse and Pitt.
Yeah, why not? Let's get on over there. Plugging this shit in right now. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go Syracuse. Oh, Syracuse down to 5.5. Sharps are all over it.
What about Vanderbilt money line?
I think Texas is going to fuck them up. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think Vanderbilt's I think Vanderbilt's way too popular right now. I'm going to hope I'm wrong, but I think Texas is going to destroy them. Sorry, Colby. Dude, that's my new strategy. I'm just going to bet against everything I want to happen. So no matter what, I win.
Yeah.
So with that strategy, I should take Pitt. But no, that's just like you should check yourself into rehab for just being a horrible individual if you ever bet on Pitt.
Yeah, that's like the Paul Feinbaum caller. Like that's like coming home and catching your wife in bed with the neighbor.
Exactly. Over Kayla.
You might stay. What did he say? You might stay together for the kids, but you'll never trust her again.
Plus 750 on the money line for the Cuse plus 5.5, Kansas plus 10, West Virginia plus money line. I can't wait till West Virginia ruins another parlay for us. That would be the 3rd one this year where the other 2 legs have hit and Neil Brown cost us again. So make sure you watch your squirrel over there, everybody, because Neil Brown might cost you again with your wallet. All right, that does another edition of the Big 12 College Experience. Content going around the network. Coming up at 7 o'clock, me and Noah Beanick will have Rocco Miller on to talk some college hoops, give out our dream journey for what games we would do if we were doing a tour. Go check out the Ryan and Rush show. Rush and I have been hinting at some potential candidates for Neil Brown's replacement whenever that does happen. And go check out the Arizona preview that will drop tomorrow if you just want to drop acid. So or take some moonshine if you want to watch that game. Also, go check out the college football experience with those guys, college baseball experience, FCS experience. That's all I got. Guys, any last words before we get up on out of here?
I feel like Arizona is an ayahuasca place over an acid place personally, but
peyote.
Yeah, peyote. Peyote is probably.
It's like that Sopranos episode where he takes peyote and he sees where the ball's going to land on roulette before it happens, and he makes so much money. So that's how you make it all back, boys. When you lose all your sports bets, just do.
If I take some peyote tonight and I start messaging you that Garrett Green's going to throw for 400 yards, just know that I'm fucked up on peyote. Okay.
Oh, we didn't even put that in the handicap. He's not going to play. It's going to be Nico.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that shows how much we got confidence in that. That's it. He's at Rambling Rush. He's at Troy Chewning. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We'll see you guys next week. We are the Big 12 College Experience. Go Mountaineers, and we are out of here. Go BYU.
Go Cougars, man.